Welcome back, Wolfpack. It's Austin John Plays here, and welcome to Animal Crossing. It's 10:30 p.m. and it's time to start the night off of crossing animals. Now, I know tomorrow Tommy's tent is going to be down, so I think it's going to be a good solid idea to get a few islands under our belt and buy some extra tickets if necessary. Now, every night, right outside of my house, I have this very small area of flowers. And the thing that's special about this small area of flowers is that it's the only bloomed flowers. So because of that, that's the only place that these bugs are able to spawn, right? We all accept this. This is a very common thing. We do the same thing with fish all the time. Remember this for a few minutes from now. I really don't know what it is with my first island of the night being a 5-rock one. Every single time. And my second island of the night was the Spiral River again. This is weird. This is the same 2 islands as it was yesterday, in this same order. And island 3 is the pond again. Well, great. And this is probably the reason you clicked on this video, because the thumbnail, but I read something on Twitter online by someone named @Voxels, and they said, there's a way to turn any island into a spider island. And that sounds pretty ridiculous. It really sounded ridiculous. And then I tried it. And they say to chop down all the trees and remove all the stumps. Then pick all the flowers, don't uproot them. Dump all the resources from your inventory on the beach, like in a far corner. Clear the island of bugs, meaning even like the wharf roaches and stuff. And as long as you're doing this after 7 p.m., you'll get tarantulas. And I thought, what's to lose? This is pretty much what you're supposed to do on these islands if you're not too lazy. And plus, I need wood and iron ore and resources and all that anyways. So I tried it, and while I was doing it, I noticed that wow, the flowers that are here are constantly getting bug spawns on them, like guaranteed, almost immediately. And then once I was finally done and I dropped my inventory, within a minute or two, I got my first tarantula at 11:18. And then another, and then 3 minutes later, but that one despawned. And then another minutes later, and then I realized that this was gonna work. This was gonna work. And it makes so much sense. So much sense. For those of you following along in the series, I have like an ongoing Excel spreadsheet of all the bugs and fish that are available throughout the different seasons and everything, and right now just March. But let's look at this. At nighttime, you can have hermit crabs on the beach, you can have emperor butterflies flying, you could have moths flying by light, you could have bugs that appear on tree stumps, you could have the man-faced stink bugs on flowers, you could have regular stink bugs on flowers, you could have tarantulas, tiger beetles, and then a few of them from shaking trees and underground. But hear me out here. The game is trying to constantly spawn all of these bugs all the time, right? And if you get rid of all the flowers, well then, it can't spawn any flower-based bugs. If you get rid of all of the bugs that could be from shaking trees, well then, you can't get any shaking tree spawns. And then as far as the flying bugs, I think those are related to being near flowers or trees. But anyways, you get rid of those. And then all that's left is the ground spawns. In my case, tarantulas, tiger beetles, and wharf roaches. Also a mole cricket, but I wasn't going to be too concerned with that. So you basically just run around the island, you scare off all of the tiger beetles, all the little green boys on the ground. I think those are tiger beetles, I'm not even too sure. I scare off the wharf roaches, and while I'm scaring them away, the game is constantly trying to spawn new bugs in, as it always does. But you're removing all the possible encounter tables. And because of that, all that's left is the ground. Say, for example, there's a 5% chance that a tarantula is going to spawn out of, 100 encounter spaces. But then you reduce that down to 3 encounter spaces, and then you're at, what, like a 33% chance that you're going to get a tarantula. And honestly, this is fantastic. As you guys know, I've seen the item duping online, which completely breaks the money system of the game and is not fun at all. But doing this, you're using the game's mechanics for this trick to get tarantulas. And this takes time. This was about an hour and a half between clearing off the beach, clearing off the resources. You lose all of your weapons and your tools and stuff like that. So there is a cost to it. And then it's just kind of like guaranteeing you find a tarantula island, which is a part of the game already. In addition to that, these islands are literally designed to excel at one thing. Like we saw yesterday with Rare Fish Island. How Rare Fish Island made it super easy for you to get rid of all the encounters except for the sturgeon, and then boom, you're guaranteed sturgeon. This concept is doing the same thing, except it works on pretty much all Mystery Island tours. So I did all this, I caught 17 tarantulas, my net broke and I went to go buy another, but I accidentally misclicked and I left. And then I came back to my island, it was raining and it was nighttime, so I figured these are the right conditions for a coelacanth. And then I did that and then I got really bored. I got an update that the coelacanth is not nighttime exclusive, so it can be found day or night as long as it's raining. I'm gonna link my Google Sheets in the description down below. It is constantly a work in progress, so if you happen to catch something and you see a time discrepancy, feel free to tweet me. And then I can make the updates in there because the Wikipedia page is not that fast and it's not that accurate, so we're constantly updating it. While I was trying to catch the coelacanth, a lot of people were saying just close your eyes and it makes catching the fish easier as the human body responds faster to sound than visual stimulation, which is a fact. But when I do it, I have this huge sense of anxiety about when it's going to happen, and I'm never fast enough. Also, I don't have headphones on. I have like a small sound bar from my PC right in front of me. Maybe if I had headphones on and I closed my eyes, I'd be in a more, I don't know, zenful state to be aware of the sound. I mean, I looked for like a half hour. I didn't even see a size 6. And I'm pretty sure that there's going to be one island that's set up for this exact type of encounter. So I'm just going to wait for that day to come. But now it's time for another ticket, and I get the Spiral Lake again. The same one that was my second one of the day. And after I had sort of like the concept down on what I needed to do, the clearing of the island took 11 minutes, and then within the first minute of the island being clear, I got my first spawn. This one was a little hard for the layout, so I crafted myself a pole and I was able to hop back and forth a little bit easier. And then after I got my first tarantula spawn, about every 90 seconds on average, I got another. So about 12 minutes for clearing and 45 minutes for full inventory. Now the consistent between these two islands that allows them to, you know, only have tarantula spawns is that you're able to go super far away. Like if there's a spawning radius around your character, then you need to leave that spawning radius so that the spawning radius can spawn, you know, the tarantulas and whatnot. In theory, if you were to go to a very small island, like Rare Fish Island, where there's not a lot of room to run around, then they're not going to be spawning immediately in front of you, like on a real tarantula island. So it's important that you do this with the larger islands, like this pond one or the spiral one that I showed off here. And I figured, hey, I need money. I just agreed to a $750,000 loan, and my 5th ticket of the night is going to be a rare fruit island, which is awesome. Unfortunately, it's peaches, which I already have a lot of peaches of. So I did my usual conservation of fruit that was on the island. So I hauled away my trees that I could and all the fruit that I could, and I was good to go. It's now 2 a.m. I just wanted to plant these peach trees and be on my way right across the back wall. So when I'm collecting wood for the day, it's gonna be easier. And then I ran into Wisp again, and dude, it's super late. It's super late, but I am a sucker for new floors. I stayed up till 2:30 a.m. so I can make my room look like a pumpkin, apparently. Great. I'm going to bed. I'm not gonna lie, at this point, I have no idea where I leave my games off at. Like, I know I was doing something, I just don't remember what. Oh, I was in bed. Great. Morning, soccer fish. And I didn't make a shirt today, dang it. Alright, fantastic. I made a Metapod dress shirt. Where did my sweatpants go? I think I've been running around in my underwear. Oh boy, look at Resident Services. It's just, apparently they had a big infestation problem. Resident Services is closed due to construction. I just realized that now I'm not going to be able to go to the ATM for days in a row of Nook Miles. Dang it. Looks like, oh, you guys told me how to say this. Bo sent me a present. Someone said they're an antelope, but on the wiki, it said that they were a deer, so I don't know. Oh, we also have a new addition to the house. Fantastic. A homework set, just what I want to do as an adult. And a writing chair. I think by far our first order of business is to take care of our bug problem. Actually, on second thought, I think that's a bad idea right now because they're gonna give me a whole bunch of money. And when I have money in my inventory, I'm pretty sure I would need to go to the ATM to deposit it, right? So like, boom, here's an item. Can I drop it like in my house or something? Now, in the comment section of the previous video, people were talking about I should spend money here. So that way these guys will upgrade their shop or something. Ooh, it's a record box. Yeah, I can afford that. Can I get more than one record box? And is this a variety of succulents? Oh, mini cactus set. They're adorable. I want several. In what scenario would I need a random popcorn machine to exist? I don't, and it looks horrible. No, I'm okay. Nice. Guess you can't go on the stump. Okay, whatever. You get it then. Oh! What's this camel do? Hi, camel. Sahara. Is this a Middle Eastern rug seller? I also have mysterious flooring and wallpaper. Ooh. What's mysterious wallpaper? I will now accept money payments. Yes, thank you. You will want to see Sahara again. Yes, decorating with this will make you restless for more misery. Yalla habibi. Let's get some mysterious flooring as well. Yalla, let's go. Give me the rug. A large rug. Do it up. Do it up, camel lady. I think this is a woman. I have exchange tickets as bonuses for good soul who buy good rug. If you save up to 5 tickets, you can trade for mysterious wallpaper or mysterious flooring. I don't want to look at the floors or anything else. I just want to put them down and then judge them. I don't want to even look at the names yet. All right, Lantern, I got some new fun stuff for the room. A wildflower meadow floor. Wow, that is horrible. A white chocolates flooring. Oh, they look like chocolates. A bank vault wall. Oh my god, they're lock boxes. This room is so ridiculous. A shanty mat. That's pretty alright, I guess. And a fossil rug. Oh, that's dope. That's dope. Right, like that. I like that. Okay. Why is this one a blue light? They don't match. Bruh. Okay, that looks like a safe place for those. Not only do our peach trees come in, but we have a glowing spot right in front of them. And our pear tree came in! Thanks, Philly Beats You. Alright, well, I have done a good amount of foraging for today, and even though I know most people are gonna click on this video for the whole, you know, tarantula spawning thing, this is like a subtle Let's Play series, so there is something else that I want to do today that isn't, you know, nearly as profitable, but it's gonna be so adorable. We are going to do crossbreeding of flowers. Now, this is something that's happened a little bit naturally here with these two reds making a black, and then the red and white making a pink. I want to set up a few small gardens down here. And the small gardens are going to have essentially an area for crossbreeding. A lot of this information is coming from Wisp Mill on Twitter, as far as their sort of guide for crossbreeding. So I think my first order of business is to sort of lay out the area that I'm going to be putting my little flower farms in with this fencing, although I don't have a lot, and because the resident services is closed today, I can't get any more. First decided to start off with tulips, to which I realized that I only had white, so I had to go buy some yellow ones, and I don't have red. So basically, when these white ones are diagonal of what will be the red one in the future, then in this space, and this space, the red and white can possibly make the pink ones. This red one can crossbreed with this red one, and here, or here, produce a black one, to that of my understanding. As far as the yellow ones right here, red and yellow make orange. So, red and yellow, so there, and there, can make orange, so on and so forth. And it's just gonna be a matter of time until I get the red ones, and then they could all start to crossbreed and whatever. I'm also a little curious about something. So these are white white tulip stems, and these are white tulip plants, and these are white tulips. Is it worth more money if I were to just sell off the plant or to do the individual stalk and tulip? This is worth 320. So each tulip is worth 32. I know there's a deduction, just ignore that. The stem is also worth 32. Also worth 32. Okay. So it is much, much more profitable, literally double the profit, to pick the flowers and then sell the stems separately. It's literally double the money. So good to know. All right, so it took about a half hour to set up the roses here, and the roses are a little bit more complicated because there's a lot more crossbreeding that roses can do. Also, I ran out of fence, so I just did the 4 corners, and I had 1 piece left over, so I threw it down right there. All right, so white and white can crossbreed and make purple in this space, this space, this space, probably here as well, right? Red and white can make pink that could spawn next to the red and the white. And you could already see right here what the pink looks like. The red and the yellow can make orange. The weird part is that you could then breed orange for orange and orange to make blue. So once we get 2 oranges, we're gonna have to reconfigure this a little bit. But what I'm really interested for is how I'm gonna make my paths once paths become available. So I'm gonna make a 2x2 pathway going up and down along here, right? And then it's gonna be a 1x1 path up here. And I'm gonna have the crossbreeding flowers just outside of the path. So it's gonna be like a nice little transition into the gardens, and then you see the product of the crossbreeding in front of the gardens. And I think that's gonna be a really nice touch. I just had all these red ones still here from the Pokeball, so I figured, hey, might as well make them eligible for blacks. I forgot about these flowers. Hyacinths have a really weird condition that they require blue flowers from a Mystery Island tour to make a purple. That's weird, even though the white and the white can make blue. I don't know all the details as far as that, but I'm gonna wait until I have enough fencing for the additional pieces here, because this is looking pretty rinky-dinky right here. I feel like the more work I do around my village, the more presents I randomly find. Ooh, nice. But we still have 1 more Nook Miles ticket that we can take advantage of today, and I plan on taking advantage of it. I don't know what island I'm gonna get. Hopefully something amazing and not something horrible. Big money, no whammy. Big money, no whammy. Give me something good. Give me something I want to see. Come on, Mr. Dodo. Dodo Airlines, don't let me down. All right, I see some cedar trees. What is so special about this one? We have a lake. We have a river. We have a hilltop of a river. That looks like a big boy right there. I could tell by how slow I was and that it didn't run away. All right, well, as we learned previously in this episode, not all islands are, no island is useless. So I'm gonna spend some time here. I'm gonna grind up me some monies, and then we'll take it from there. But guys, I want to thank you so much for checking out this episode of Animal Crossing New Horizons. Tomorrow is our full week. Our resident services is going to be upgraded, and the world is just beginning. I'm going to spend the rest of the day grinding up some miles, some money, maybe some fishing. Well, thank you so much for checking this out. Until next time, Austin John out.